hopefully the audio is okay because I'm using a completely different microphone because after I went to the last war, well, the microphone wasn't working, which is why I had to read up one of my videos, and that's why there hasn't been any videos until now, because I just got the new microphone today. So hopefully it's working pretty good. It has a bunch of settings and stuff on it that I have no idea how to do, so I just slapped it on there and it seems to be doing something, so heck, let's keep going. But of course, it's time to go over all the fat loot that I've received this week. Not only from, like, you know, fans, bless them, but also from Goodwill. So we're going to start with that, because I got some interesting stuff. Most of the time it's complete bust, as you'll kind of see why. But, well, let's start off with, something kind of cool. This is a For Victory. I just talked about one of these, and I found one at my local Goodwill for the princely sum of $5, which is a bit much, but for something like this, I mean, I'll pick it up. And it is freaking comfortable. It does have that stupidly tiny trigger well, which makes it really hard to kind of take my finger off the trigger in order to prime it, but the priming everything is so much better. I can see why Captain Xavier liked these a lot, and I really like it too. I'm glad I finally found one, and if for some reason Captain Xavier is still looking for one, well, this might just replace his, because I'm not totally convinced if I'm going to use this yet, because I have a new love, and that is, of course, the Double Strike. Moving on from there, we've picked up something that's kind of cool to find. It's a Nitron with the magazine for the princely sum of $7. You can kind of see why this is confusing. This was $7, the For Victory was $5. This is like 14 times the plastic, Goodwill. What is going on? Actually, it's, I don't really have a use for this thing right now, but hey, it's a Nitron for $7. I've paid over $30 for one before, so I will take it. Coming up next is a Magnus. I used all my Magnuses building the Hellsender, so it's been a while since I've had one, and now that I have one, I paid $4 for it. There was another Magnus there for $7. I kid you not. So I picked up this one, which was the same color sticker for $4. I really should have tried to get the other one for the same price, but I didn't want to try to price match it to the higher one, so we'll just take the one and be happy with that. It is Memorial Day weekend, so I could always go back there on Monday if it's still there and pick it up for about 50% cheaper. Seems to work fine. I am very happy with it. The Magnus is a wonderful blaster. I love big pistols, and using one of these in Dart Wars, I have gotten a lot of people out. I really, really like the Magnus, if you could not tell. Next up is kind of an odd thing. I don't normally pick something like this up, but I picked up this here USB turret thing. Now, I could be completely wrong, but I believe this is the kind that uses the, like, shoots air darts. Like, shoots normal Nerf-style darts. I could be, again, completely wrong on that, but I would say even for the, I picked $4, which is again a little bit much, but there might be some kind of use I can get out of it if the drivers even exist, and of course this thing works with Windows 7 and or 10. But it's supposed to rotate and move and do all this kind of crazy stuff, so it might be worth something. I have no idea. I was willing to take a gamble, because the next thing I found is absolutely amazing. Brand new, in package, Sonic Stinger arrows from Nerf. Not just any Nerf. These are for use with the arrows, the bow and arrow, and the arrow storm, and they're brand new in package and absolutely flawless. I'm sure these are probably worth something. I don't really know what I'm going to do with them. I sure as heck don't plan on opening them anytime soon. It's ironic because I was going to do a tag back on the bow and arrow for about half a second until some guy bought it out from under me at the last war, but yeah, this is a really, really crazy cool find. It was at a Toys R Us for $6, and that looks like an old Toys R Us tag, so this could have been sitting around someone's basement or something for a long time, and I just happened to walk by it because I saw basically this sticking out of a bin and went, and had a minor freak out. This is one of the cooler things I have found at Goodwill. I'm very, very, very happy with that. That's a lot of cool stuff from Goodwill, but of course I also got a bunch of fan mail and even some non-fan mail that was still sent to me for doing purposes of this video. So let us start with this letter. And you can always send letters. It's totally cool if you do. Why is there money in here? Oh god. Oh man. Okay. I'll see what's going on. Dear Mr. Walcom, thank you. I love your videos and mod guides for Nerf. Well, I don't really do all that many mod guides because mod guides are kind of difficult for me since I kind of just do everything by the seat of my pants. I've tried to get better at that. I tried to record something for the, when I was building the Thompson. And what happened with that is that, the audio was doing that crackling thing again. I've had a lot of issues with microphones since the new one. But, yeah, that was kind of a problem. I'm trying to do it better with the project that I'm working on right now. So expect some kind of build guide for that. It just involves a lot of cuts and a lot of camera work, and I'd rather just work on the thing, so it's kind of difficult, but long tangent. They teach me a lot about modding and how stuff works. I also like your knowledge of video games and how you relate it to Nerf. A few things that I hope will not be a burden. Say hi to Captain Xavier for me, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. It would mean a lot to me. And 2 more things. Could you read this in one of your fan mail videos? If not, that's fine, just asking. And if you could write back, I would love that. Thank you again, gift. Sincerely, John. P.S. It's Nerf or nothing. P.S. P.P.S. Visit New York sometime. That may be a thing that happens in the future, you never know. As for It's Nerf or nothing, well, clearly you're in the wrong neighborhood, young one, because this is a boomco town around here. Even though I mod mostly Nerf blasters, but I use mostly boomco blasters. That's funny how that works out. Well, John, oh yeah, there is literally, you said something on here about YouTube channel? There's no YouTube channel on here, buddy. Leave it down in the comment section below, John. I would appreciate that. I will check it out, of course. I'm always interested in what other people are working on, so I can steal ideas. Next up, we've got this mysterious package, which is obviously from Foam Blast. Now, I was told I'd be getting something from Foam Blast to do a review on, which is actually top secret. Oh, come on, Gun Plus Sniffers. There we go. All right, we're in. So, this is wire and micro. Oh, that's a tiny micro switch. And an XT60 connector. And heat shrink tubing. Well, that's going to be useful. I think there's a letter in here. There is a letter in here. All right. Oh my gosh, it's handwritten. It's on computer paper, but it's handwritten. Glad you enjoyed the last goodies we sent you. Hope you enjoy these motors for my upcoming product line. They have blah, 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 blurring all that out, blah. I enclosed some muzzles I've been working on for my personal blaster. Prints came out a little rough, so they need some filing sanding, maybe a little clear coat to make them look nice, and some other goodies like switches and a couple of rewire kits. Looking forward to seeing what you create for Michelle and Adriana at Foam Blast. Well, I'm going to have to cover up the whole top of this, but the whole bottom of this had some really interesting information. So, let's grab, oh my god, switches! Oh, ooh, that's a little rough. Seriously? Man, your standards are a lot higher than mine. There's more. Alright, here is the secret item in question, which I cannot reveal to you at this time, but you will see in the future. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of it. And stickers! I love stickers. Stickers are my favorite. There we go. Alrighty, so we've got lots of rewiring, which is going to very much help because I blow through this kind of stuff all the time. And these nice, smexy, black XT60 connectors, which is great. And these little tiny switches. I love these little switches. Please tell me I can use these with, like, crazy powerful LiPo batteries because they look great. These are super legit cool. So this is a muzzle, and I'm guessing, I mean, you could put it either way, I suppose, but I'm assuming it would go like this. These are 3D printed. This is something I'm guessing they're printing them for their own blasters, so I guess they're not going to sell them, and unfortunately that means that, well, besides theirs, I have the only other ones at the moment that I know of, and they're cool because they go right on that, like, here we go. So, goes right on the end of this, just like that, and there's even a part to put a screw through it if you so choose. Those are really cool looking. I'm working on a pistol right now, so this will be very useful for that. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Those are going to be put on. I got 3 of them. What am I going to do with 3 of these things? I just have to find 3 blasters, or maybe a double blaster to put it on. No, seriously, I'm going to do that. I just figured that out. This is going on a double blaster. So thank you. And for those of you keeping attention at home, I'm working on 2 double blasters right now. So expect to see some footage. I'm hoping to have the first one done next week for the war. I think there's a war next week, or maybe it's the weekend after, I don't remember, but I will be working on it in earnest starting next week as everything resumes back to normal. But we have one more package. This one comes from Rockets 96. And I really, really need my knife. What is in this thing? Oh god, it's a Vigilon. Okay. Oh my god, holy crap. Okay. Note? Yeah, there's a note. Alright, we got a lot of stuff in there and a nice printed letter. Whew. Dear Walcom 27. Ignoring the obvious. It's Walcom S7. I hope this package finds you doing well. My name is Kyle, or Rackets96. It's Rackets96. Okay, now we're even. On YouTube. Inside this package are a few things you might find useful. I'm a huge fan of watch all of your videos. My favorite series has been Practical Nerf. I would like to see some new episodes in the future if it's possible, of course. And that's something that's been on the table for quite a little while, Kyle. I did like Practical Nerf. The problem is that it took a lot of effort to make. A lot of effort. So I'm not saying it won't make a return. I've been toying around with it now that I got this brand new beautiful table. Filming space has been kind of the reason I haven't been doing it, but now that the garage is kind of situated and everything is rolling, there is a chance that I was going to do another video really, really soon, but I haven't quite talked about it. So thanks for bringing that one into the open. One item inside this box was made just for you, and I hope you have fun using it. It is a modified knockoff Blue Stinger, Joel. I'm getting a lot of those recently, although none of them have been made for me. The mods include AR removal, full-length stock hammer shot spring, and a brass barrel. It hits really hard for a Jolt, but works nicely. There's also a modified and painted fire strike that I'll let the mods be a surprise, and I hope you enjoy this care package. I hope to hear back from you. I hope this ends up on a video. Nerf on! P.S. Would you ever think about selling your 3D printed parts? Just a thought, you could set up an Etsy and put that money towards the channel and bigger and more insane projects. Yes, I have been thinking about selling 3D printed parts. Now, the obvious issues with that is that, you know, anything I make, it has to be something I make in order for me to sell it, or I have to have agreements with people who I've used 3D printed parts for, which is not impossible. I might reach out to them and see if they'll let me sell them. And then there's obviously finding stuff that are, you know, I've modified myself, like we've got these kind of things, and then it turned into this kind of thing. And I mean, the base thing was obviously not mine, but it says I can remix it and it says I can't sell it, so technically I can sell this. I even have a newer one, which is what I was doing with said knife when I hurt myself. I think this is it. Yep, here is the third model right here, which I was working on. Kind of my favorite. So there's a chance I'll be selling some 3D printed stuff. Obviously I have to make them. Whoops. So that's a big issue, but what do we got here? Well, we have the 13th Vigilon, I think, to add to the collection. Obviously this one works, so I'm just going to keep this one out. I have a box of Vigilons up there that I just never used, and most of them are broken. I just picked them up because they were stupid cheap. It's nice to have another one. It seems to be working just fine. I don't have a disc handy to check it, but thank you for that. We've got a lot of goodies in here. All right, we've got a far shot with the shield, which is rare. I barely find it with the shield, believe it or not. So this is always useful, either as a spring donor or as an actual blaster, because the far shots are pretty darn good. We've got a rapid strike stock. I've always wanted to do something with these things. I don't really know what people do with them. I have one other one from the Paradigm Shift, obviously. Now I have two. Maybe I need to put them on a double blaster of some kind. That would be interesting. We've got a Zuru Micro Shot. We've got that Blue Stinger. Oh my gosh! What have you done? Well, if it's brassed, I guess we better give her a shot with the good old Steph in there. Cat, you might want to watch out. This one's gonna suck. Let's bring that up a little bit. And oh, that had some pop to it. Not bad at all. Well, that's definitely the strongest jolt I have in my disposal at the moment, and it's a brass jolt. How much better does it get? Oh, this is awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's something I could use in a war. We've got a stock attachment point, a Raider magwell. These are always important. These are super useful for things like the paradigm shift. We've got a Rebel Guardian crossbow turret. That is what that is, I believe. 6 shots, yeah, probably a Guardian crossbow turret. Useful for absolvers, or if I can make the Rebel Guardian crossbow have like a reloading thing, although I don't think it's possible. We've got a Maverick absolver cylinder. If you don't mind, this might go to Brett. Brett, he's working on these right now, so he could really use that. We've got a barrel attachment. I don't know which one this is from. I actually have no idea, but that's obviously from you just stick it on a blaster and you can make it into a, well, you get it. We've got a, thank you. Thank you for this. I just murdered my only Cyclone Shock to put one of those shotgun turrets in it. And now I have one that's not mortared. So that's perfect. I am very thankful. The timing of that is absolutely perfect. That is awesome. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. And then we saved the best for last. Oh my. It looks like something John would have made. No, seriously, that paint job is immaculate. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. Well, still a standard targeting beam. Pull back. Oh, that's, ooh. Whew. Okay, well, we don't want to dry fire that. Let us get another slug from out of here. And of course you can see the targeting laser. That has got some kick to it. That is pretty. Shoot, now I really have to do something with that long shot. I had it sitting over there because this matches that long shot perfectly. That is amazing, guys. Holy crap. Whew. Well then, that is a lot of loot, a lot of spicy, spicy loot. Well, of course, I want to thank every single person who has sent me anything. Don't fall on Cyclone Shock. We need you. We have plans for you. And anybody who is wishing to send me anything in the future, go ahead. The address is down in the description box below. I very, very much appreciate it. Send me more letters, please. I don't get any of them. That's the first one we've gotten, so I would appreciate that. Those are a lot of fun to read. Well, these are Walcom S7's hands, or mangled hand. Thank you very much for watching this video. There are projects coming out very, very soon. Don't worry about that. I've got a lot of stuff in the pipeline. I've got a blaster over there that's being worked on. So look forward to that kind of stuff in the coming future, and of course I hope to see you in an entirely different video, hopefully with my finger being in a little bit better condition. This sucks. It kind of makes it hard to work. Oh god, no! No, I have to play Rust! I'll be fine.